Walmart has committed to secure and transparent AI usage. What does that mean exactly, you might ask? Well, let me tell you. According to Chain Store Age, Walmart has issued a public guarantee that it will only develop and deploy artificial intelligence, or AI, for those people who have not been living in this world for the last 3 years, a technology that is they will be using artificial intelligence technology in a safe and ethical manner. The company has released what it is called its Responsible AI Pledge. The pledge is centered around 6 commitments that the company says highlight how customers, members, and associates can expect Walmart, to use AI responsibly and throughout all phases of AI technology. And the 6 principles include transparency, security, privacy, fairness, accountability, and customer centricity, of course. Truett, I need to get your thoughts right away here. Do they need all 6? Is this valuable? What do you think about this approach on AI from Walmart?
There's I think a couple angles to think about. First is it's really hard to argue with transparency, security, customer centricity. So I mean, I think at a macro level, good principles to follow as a good corporate steward. I think probably most important is, I think one is with Walmart, who's always been a technological leader in retail, is just to make sure that they're thinking ahead, keeping up with the likes of one of their biggest competitors, Amazon, which is also on the topic here, Google, Meta, and others who've essentially come out and said, we're developing our own Gen AI capabilities, and this is how we're going to use them. And I think for them, it's as much keeping up and positioning themselves as in the same voice and presence as some of those other technology leaders. I think the second thing, which is I think more valuable, is really how they're using Gen AI. And I think the use cases they'll actually apply is what creates value. And so things around which was also in the article, their search capabilities, how they're trying to make that easier for customers. There's complex transactions that it can help. There's a virtual try-on and viewing furniture in your home, which is ultimately taken a while to reach maturation. And so if the actual Gen AI investments they're making can help consumers and actually drive conversion and loyalty with their consumers, I think that's the more relevant angle on Gen AI. I think these other principles, it's good to define, but probably more falls into how they view themselves as a corporate steward, their ESG, et cetera, and ultimately being transparent. So kind of my take overall.
Yeah, I agree. David, anything you'd throw in there, or do you agree with what Truett said?
I actually do agree with him. I would say 100%. I don't think we're gonna necessarily agree on the other 4. So
the other 4 headlines.
We'll find out. But no, we're completely on the same page here.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think if you look at the other companies who are coming out, as Truett mentioned, some of those, Google, Meta, Microsoft, OpenAI, Anthropic, and Inflection, who are mentioned particularly in this article, but those who are coming out and really talking about this, it shows Walmart's desire and really, putting it out there as Walmart as a tech company, as well as one of the biggest retailers in the US, and really their focus to kind of place themselves in that group, or in that other arena of some of the biggest technology companies that are impacting where the future of AI will go. But Chris, close us out with your thoughts.
No, I mean, real quickly, I mean, I think, corporate stewardship matters, and Walmart's showing leadership here. I mean, that's the point I would make here. I mean, you could try to poo-poo this all you want, but like, they're actually doing it. Like, how many other companies are doing this? And it's important that more and more people take this approach on AI. I think the more we can write down, one of my favorite sayings I ever heard working at Target was, it's not a plan until you write it down. So you're not going to have a process for how you're going to deploy AI until you write it down. And so every organization should be having the same stewardship in how they're trying to go about it.
Right.
And so kudos to Walmart. I can't remember, honestly, Ann, the last time we lambasted Walmart for everything. For anything. I feel like they've been on a roll here on this show.
For sure. Without a doubt.